Welcome to LA Now, your Los Angeles County news source. The Public Health Department pulls out all the stops in the fight against HIV. Plus, the new fire chief takes the reins and go behind the scenes as the county's homeless population is counted. LA Now starts right now. And thank you for joining us. I'm Mike Deneau. It's estimated that treating a person that's HIV positive costs nearly $600,000 over the course of their lifetime. And as Joe McDonald reports, the county's Office of AIDS Programs and Policy is doing whatever it takes to keep the costs down and save lives.
HIV testing counselor Terry Kim is preparing for her next client at the AIDS Healthcare Foundation's Out of the Closet thrift store. It's an unusual setting for a serious matter.
I think they're great. I think you can come in and go shopping. No one really knows the wiser. Makes it easier for people to decide to come and do it.
OAPP contracted facilities use the oral 20-minute antibody test. While waiting for the results, the certified HIV testing counselor uses that time to gauge where that person is using a risk assessment. It's called client-centered counseling.
We talk about a lot of condom usage and we focus on protected sex, but our specialty is risk reduction. So if condoms don't work for them, then we try to touch on other things that might.
According to the most recent available data, there are more than 60,000 people in LA County living with HIV. Of those, there are more than 13,000 who don't even know it. That's why testing sites such as these are so important. Whitney Angeron Cordova is the director of AIDS Healthcare Foundation's Public Health Division. He oversees the Out of the Closet thrift store testing program, as well as a mobile van contracted through the county.
One of the things they do is they bring folks together, make common themes, talk about common days, standards of care, the ways that we need to treat and help people living with HIV, and help those contractors over the course of the county really keep a consistent message and a consistent level of service. So it really is a partnership.
Clients that test positive are urged to get into treatment as soon as possible.
The most important is to reduce the viral load, which is the amount of HIV in someone's body for themselves, but also it's a benefit for the community and for other folks in Los Angeles County, because the less HIV somebody has in their body, the less HIV they have to transmit, and the less HIV in a community.
With the infection rate remaining high for the past few years, OAPP and its partners such as AHF will continue to make testing easy, convenient, and free. They say the price is too high not to. For LA Now, I'm Joe McDonald.
Just go to www.erasedoubt.com to find the testing site near you. LA County's new fire chief recently took the oath of office and is now on the job. Darrell Osby replaces P. Michael Freeman as the county's top firefighter. Osby is the first African-American to hold the position and has been with the department for 27 years.
The Los Angeles County Fire Department will ensure that we provide the best public safety service in the world. And I am humbly excited about becoming the new fire chief. I look forward to serving you all.
The fire department has an annual budget of $923 million. Chief Freeman will stay with the department for a brief transition period before retiring. The California Task Force 2 search and rescue team remains on the ground in New Zealand, providing support after their recent devastating earthquake. Now, we've gotten these new photos of the team in action using sophisticated listening devices and search cameras. Team members have also met with the Prime Minister and had a crew from 60 Minutes embedded with them. The task force has been divided into two teams to better utilize their resources and expertise. The LA Homeless Services Authority conducts a homeless count every 2 years as part of its mission to find solutions to homelessness across the county. Now, the Office of Supervisor Don Kanabi joined this year's count and has the story on how it works.
Well, if you don't do it accurately and account for them, then we don't get the resources and we don't apply the necessary tools to, if we don't know where they are, we can't even begin to help them. We need to know where they are and how many they are, and it's just vital that we get that information.
As we really want to understand the depth and the scope of homelessness in Los Angeles County. Unfortunately, we have the dubious distinction of being the homeless capital of the nation, and it's something that we want to change. We're going to be counting 931 census tracts throughout LA County, which is about approximately 4,000 square miles.
We're out here doing a count for the county on homeless in the area, and the city has been broken up into several regions, and we have one region. We'll be heading down towards the Pier area, which is a pretty active area, but we don't expect to find too many homeless in town.
They're going to go out physically, either by foot or in vehicles. They're going to go out and find homeless people. They're going to tally them. After that, what we hope to do is to really be able to bring resources to the table, because now that we've been able to dissect the problem, now we can go in and figure out which resources will be the best deployed to really help people. In 2005, I believe, when we did our first count, we only counted 20% of our census tracts, and now we're counting about 50%.
I've been doing volunteer work in homeless for about 20 years, and this is not the fun part when you just walk around. You can't even come up to somebody and say, when you know they're needy, or you can offer a resource. You can't do that. You put a check mark and you keep going. And
what we want to do is be able to identify them, move them into a housing situation, give them supportive services that'll get them into sustainable housing. It may be job training, it may be substance abuse assistance. So those are the things that we want to do at the end of the day. LA County is not the only continuum of care who's actually doing these counts. There are other cities as well. It's usually the third week of January, and so it's something that a lot of communities will be doing across the nation.
Now, to learn more about the homeless count, go to the website on your screen. And work is underway on a new building at the county's High School for the Arts. The $24 million building will sit on an acre of land on the Cal State LA campus. It will feature 21 classrooms, a black box theater, and an outdoor stage. Now, once completed, it will serve up to 600 students. Since its founding in 1985, the county's Arts High School has shared space with Cal State LA. And that's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us. Watch us online anytime at lacountychannel.com. Please stay tuned for a list of websites featured on our show. We'll see you next time on LA Now.